This is Evenings with Dom Knight.
After 5 years away from the music industry and having decided to give the game away, one of Australia's favourite singer-songwriters is back with a new album, The Old Razzle Dazzle. She's about to embark on a national tour and she's our guest this evening. Welcome back, Missy Higgins.
Thank you.
Where have you been? We missed you.
Doing a bit of travelling. I went to India.
Yeah, I gather that most people go to India to find themselves, and you kind of had the opposite
it's a
experience.
bit of a cliche, isn't it?
You kind of lost yourself a little bit over there.
I lost it and found it and lost it again and found it again. It kind of happened by accident. I got invited to my friend Ben Lee's wedding over there, and I'd never actually thought about going to India, but it just made me think about it, and I started asking around, and I realised that a lot of people I respected had really powerful experiences there, and they really recommended that I went and, do a bit of travelling.
Why is that? What is it about India? When I went to India for 3 weeks and someone said, "You can't go to India for less than 6 months. What are you doing?"
Oh, really?
It's like, no, I don't have 6 months.
Yeah. Were you sick?
I was,
Yeah,
So you've got to write off a week for being sick.
You do, exactly. I went north and I stayed with this family of musicians, and as soon as I arrived there, I was sick all night, and it was really awkward because I was staying in this kind of rambling kind of house up on the 3rd floor, and it was one of those ones where you kind of had to walk down the stairs through everyone's kind of bedroom and through the kitchen and then down to the basement where the bathroom was.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
So I was just going up and down all night, and I was just like, what am I doing? Why am I here? Why am I even...
It always happens at the worst possible time in the trip,
Yeah.
doesn't it? And somehow finding yourself involves having violent stomach pains. I don't know what that is. But but you were gone, you went to uni and you were living in a share house. What was it like share housing? Because you kind of missed out on those experiences, I guess, earlier on with all the success you had.
Yeah, I think I just had this feeling as though I didn't want to keep going on the path that I was going on without experiencing some of the things that I'd missed out on, and that I had always thought were a rite of passage that I hadn't experienced. Like, living in a big share house with my friends and going to uni.
And did you get the sort of student lifestyle of eating out, not doing very much, doing essays at the last minute, all-nighters, all that kind of stuff?
A little bit. I kind of, I didn't really kind of take on the whole student lifestyle because I was actually a mature age student.
Oh, right. You're the ones sitting up the front asking all the questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Who'd actually done the readings.
Yeah, but I did really like exercising that side of my brain because I felt like it had gone kind of old and rusty since high school, and I felt like that part of me really had kind of been dormant for way too long, and that I needed to use it again.
But you've always taken breaks, haven't you? I was reading that in your first sort of choice of who to manage you went with the people who were cool with you going and backpacking.
Yeah, because I got signed in Year 12 off the back of the Triple J Unearthed.
Yeah, so it just all happened straight away.
Yeah, and at the time, my best friend and I had been kind of saving up, working on the weekends and the holidays for this backpacking trip in Europe after we finished school. And so I started getting offers from record companies, and I said to them, I'm not going to start recording or start a music career straight away. I really want to go and do this for 6 months overseas. And that's kind of the condition of me signing with you. And the people that I ended up signing with were really the ones that were not only cool with that, but really encouraged it because they saw it as, getting life experience and something that was necessary in order.
What made you decide to come back? You went to Nashville to record the album, and it must have been pretty amazing.
I'd taken a couple of, I had said to my manager, don't tell me about any shows or things that I've been offered because I really need to just walk away from music and, see if one day I make my way back to it, but I can't promise anything because I'm really not sure. And then a couple of years later, he kind of called me up and he said, I know you didn't want me to tell you about anything, but Lilith Fair have offered you a slot on their tour in America, and that's the Sarah McLachlan all-female tour. And that tour was just something that I used to love back in the day, in the 90s, and I loved all the women that were on it, and I was a big fan of it, and I just used to kind of fantasize about one day, actually going to it or, playing on it. So I couldn't really refuse the offer.